So we're talking today about the second book in New Earth series, which is called Activate Your Galactic 12-Strand DNA. And last time in the virtual book tour stop 1, if you missed it, I'll put a link below after this video posts. Last time I spoke about behind the scenes, what it's like to channel the book, and some of the big themes of the context of this book and the wider scope of activation of humankind. Today I'm going to speak a little more specifically about what's in the book and read some passages and take questions if there are any, and so feel free to type any questions about the book in the chat. A couple things that are in the book. One is a lot of activations. So these 12 strands of DNA are dormant in everyone. And there is a choice point for each of us. Do we want them to be active? Do we want to turn on that genetic code in ourselves? And if the answer is yes, one of the ways to do that is to listen to the activations in this book. There are links to audio for that. And the words themselves, in my experience, are activations. They are channeled transmissions from angels Raphael and Ariel. So it's more than just the words. However, the words is the second part, I would say, the context, the meaning of what the book is bringing forward is what is going on here. Personally, I started to have this experience of the DNA activating before they started channeling about it, and I found it very disorienting. My Lyran self came on first, and I didn't understand, was this another me? Is it future me? Is it parallel life me? And so once I started channeling about this topic of the 12 strands, it's been much easier for me to understand and integrate as different aspects of myself come awake. So it's really helpful, because this isn't happening through the mind, to give the mind some context of what's going on so that you don't feel fearful for any reason or just disoriented and confused. So there's some information about each of the 12, what they are, and some of the qualities, and some of the why behind what was the purpose of combining 12 different types of genetics for New Human. Oh my gosh, there's so much in here. I'm trying to think of what to focus on. I think I'll dive right into, I had marked a few passages to read. Excuse me. Take a sip of water. Okay. Here's another good topic. So one of the questions that came up is, are all 12 galactic strands of DNA the same for everyone? And here's the answer. And this is from, let me double check. Yes, Angel Raphael. Excuse me, we're having change of season here. My voice is a little raspy. And the answer is yes. In terms of New Earth human, 12-dimensional human, there are the same 12 dimensions and the same 12 galactic lines. You still are quite unique as an aspect of soul, as an individual. When you're talking about, let's say, the etymology of a grasshopper, well, they all have the same kind of organ types and legs or wings or spectrum of colors and so on. Similarly, the new human, this 12-dimensional human, is the same. They are not, let's say, between you and your sister or brother, 6 in common, but you have a different 6 for the other to make up 12 different. You had dragon and your friend or sister has fairy kingdom there. No, they're all the same 12. What you do with those abilities, those skills, is very unique. That's where your soul expression comes into play. So I want to pause on this for a moment because this is a big question that came up over and over during these channeling sessions in one form or another. Is essentially, well, what if I'm a star seed from another place? There's some confusion there about these 12 that are the same for everyone. So I want to give my synthesized perspective here from what came through in the book. Many of us did have other lifetimes, you could call them past or concurrent or future lives, in other star systems. And some of us decided to bring in very particular qualities in this particular life from one of those star systems, healing abilities, types of intellect, whatever it is, to help with Earth's ascension right now. So some of us have identified with one planetary system or other as being a true home. One of the more beautiful messages in this book, I feel, is the angels bringing us back to this sense of Earth is our home. We came here to activate these 12 galactic lines and this gorgeous new type of humankind on Earth. And this is, in fact, our home. But because we have so many leanings from other star systems, we feel that. And so not to be confused about this, if you've had a very strong remembrance or connection with this particular star system, Sirius, you feel you're Lyran, Andromedan, whatever it is, those three do happen to be 3 of the 12 galactic strands. But the 2 are complementary. So yes, we've all had different life expressions as different types of beings, and this particular new humanity is made up of 12, and those 12 are the same for everyone. Okay, I hope that was clear, because it's a tricky topic. And I wanted to read something else about activation. So this word is such a buzzword right now, activations. You'll see it a lot in New Earth type of transmissions and books and talks. So I wanted to read what Angel Raphael says about activation. This is Angel Raphael. Activation is an important topic because people feel it should be like a light switch going on. If there was nothing before, you should be able to see everything, all bright, all at once, and also be able to interpret what you see. Sometimes it happens that way, most often not. Instead, we would say an activation is more like turning on the power to the whole house, and then everything's available to you. The dishwasher, the different lights, the ceiling fan, and so on. Maybe you don't know what those things are yet. An activation opens up conduits and pathways that you may not utilize right away, but it's more complete than just flipping a switch that could then be turned off. It means there is a hum, a subtle vibration, which is always active now within you, that you have access to for your own delight, your own soul mission, your own ways of being in the world, your own ways of learning. You come out of this process of 12-dimensional activation ready for light. The use of light is up to you. How do you use those conduits of light? This is definitely my experience of the activations in this book. I have begun to feel like I'm running a lot more energy. Sometimes it feels like almost electricity right around my body, outside of my body. More wakeful, more energetic generally. And it's extraordinary. And then I get flashes of new ways of perceiving, new gifts. But it does take a little while to interpret. What is this exactly, and how might this be useful in my everyday life or my mystic path, my journey towards enlightenment? What is this exactly? And those who have been in this group of where the live transmissions were happening have shared yeah, flashes of different types of interdimensional sight, new abilities coming in, but it's just that it's builds. It's not that all one day all of a sudden, oh, we absolutely have full knowing of all these 12 and how to use that and integrate that into daily life. So it's a beginning. An activation is a beginning. It is complete because, as Raphael said, everything's humming, everything's alive and ready. There's nothing dormant anymore. But you don't really turn on all 12, all abilities, all perceptions all at once every day, and then you just live like that, sort of the spiritual version of a happily ever after. That's it, one step. So it's the beginning of a magical journey, and I invite you to take this journey with me, with us. There's many of us on this 12-dimensional journey. One way you can do it is to buy this book, which does have the audio activations in it. It's called Activate Your Galactic 12 Strand DNA, wherever books are sold. And thank you for tuning in and for being part of this journey. Oh my gosh, I look forward to sharing more in videos like this and more live transmissions from the angels. I do believe another book is coming soon, but at the moment we're just focused on this one that came out at the very end of September, so still very new. And enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. Welcome to New Earth.